Imagine getting paid just for sharing your thoughts on products and services you use every day. With Survey Junkie, it's that simple. Click on the link in the video description to discover how you can start earning today by taking surveys.
Woke Democrat Mayor Michelle Wu, who has been mayor of Boston since November 2021, has long supported a progressive approach to crime but is now looking for some of the most basic offenses to be completely off-limits to prosecution. Wu has argued for charges including shoplifting and disorderly conduct to be beyond the reach of prosecutors, along with other serious crimes including the receiving of stolen property and even driving with a suspended license. But Wu's progressive outlook goes even further, with the 39-year-old seemingly comfortable with offenders that commit quality of life crimes getting off scot-free. They include the breaking and entering of property, wanton and malicious destruction of property, minors in possession of alcohol and drug possession including the distribution of marijuana and non-marijuana types. Those who commit such wanton crimes would receive little more than a slap on the wrist. The offenses are all on a do not prosecute list that was created by former Suffolk County District Attorney Rachel Rollins. Rollins, who later joined the Biden administration but resigned amid ethical violations, had advocated for the non-prosecution of more low-level offenses. In a 2021 Boston mayoral candidate questionnaire from Progressive Massachusetts, a nonprofit organization that tracks and ranks how progressive elected officials, Wu was asked if she supported Rollins' list. Do you support the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office's Do Not Prosecute list and expanded approach to dealing with such low-level offenses? Yes/no? Progressive Mass asked in its survey. Yes, Wu responded. When Wu was asked if she supported closing the Boston police gang database, Wu again said yes. Critics have argued that young people, primarily Black and Hispanic males, have been incorrectly profiled as gang members and been entered in the database. Recently the database was lauded after it played a crucial role in the federal bust of more than 40 people allegedly connected to a violent street gang that had operated for years out of a city housing project. As mayor, Wu, who is the city's first female and first Asian American to assume the role, has promised to reallocate police funds to other city priorities and believes in demilitarizing law enforcement, opposing the use of tear gas, rubber bullets, and attack dogs. In the questionnaire, Wu also stated that she supports the firing of any Boston Police Department employees involved in the January 6 Capitol insurrection. She also wanted police records over the use of force and officers facing misconduct to be made public. Critics argue such identification could endanger officers' safety. Last summer, Wu faced criticism for allegedly using tactics to silence her opponents, including creating a list of her most vocal critics and sending it to the police. The list was made in response to a request from the Boston Police Department after the mayor had been harassed and physically intimidated by individuals for several months outside her home, at city functions such as the annual Neighborhood Parks coffee hours, and at other public events, Wu's spokesman Ricardo Patron said in a statement at the time. Last year, she was criticized for organizing a holiday party for non-white city council members, which was mistakenly announced to all council members. Honorable members, on behalf of Mayor Michelle Wu, I cordially invite you and a guest to the Electeds of Color holiday party, an email read, which was mistakenly sent to everyone, said. Just 15 minutes after the email was sent, Wu's aide apologized, noting how the invite was just for minority city councilors. Although her aide apologized for the mistake, the incident sparked complaints, but the Massachusetts Attorney General ultimately decided not to investigate. Upon taking office, Wu also established offices focused on food justice, Black male advancement, LGBTQ advancement, and worker empowerment to foster a more equitable city. But despite her progressive efforts, some critics had argued how she had not been inclusive of white residents, leading to various complaints to the state's Attorney General, Andrea Campbell, who ultimately decided not to investigate.